Oi, you fucking little lot. It's Friday, you know what's on the cards? Say no more. Kitchen sinking it up, chafing oilies if you're into that, and a bit of me, and a bit of bit of beak. Who's on the beak today?
Goodbye, white boy.
I like it here.
Bessie, you are strong.
Goodbye.
Better than you ever been.
We need to conquer now, sons. We need to conquer.
They go to these pizza places, there's like satanic art. There's no video of President Trump sucking a ding dong.
There has to be one real nigga.
And so what if there was? I'm the OG.
I guess he's an anti-Semite. He doesn't like the blacks.
Hang on. Whoa. Hang on, you can't drop a bomb like that. With Jimmy Savile and the royal family and little kids they dig up on their estates and his torture dungeons and him raping dead bodies of kids and slitting throats of kids in front of the prime minister and devil worship, and they say it's national security in the UK and they can't even go there because it's so big. And then the Catholic Church, and then Boys Town, and then Penn State. Jerry Sandusky raping little kids in the field house on Tuesday mornings, Saturday mornings, Sunday afternoons. Field houses, when I played high school ball, were like airports during the day. A freaking college.
Raw dogging it.
All right, well, yeah, obviously, dude, I went down a rabbit hole, and I shouldn't have done this to myself, but also, at the same time, dude, I think I figured some shit out that is getting my head straight, and I think I can get your head straight a little bit, like, because Trump hurt us.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's what I'm saying. The internet is a storm.
today.
I also think the intros are more powerful than we think. I think it's some sort of magic where we do intros and it somehow lines up the shit.
I mean, you
going
hit
on.
me with Linkin Park. You're like, dude, do Linkin Park and hit this fucking Jones Pizzagate clip. And then I was like, I could take it from there.
Yeah, everything else is fucking.
But I haven't looked at Pizzagate in forever. And once Trump, so like, people will say things to me and I can't get it out of my head. It just echoes in my head.
Yeah.
And Trump hitting fucking, are we still talking about this guy?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
This hurts, bro.
Yeah.
And then in that, I go, dude, obviously, that was the day that the girls got swept away in the flood. I defended him on that one.
Yeah, not publicly, but you did say that to me on.
I said that was the full, listen to the full clip.
It was like a
dude.
Charlottesville thing where they took it out of thing, but then he like quadrupled down.
And quadruples down.
Yeah,
And
starts being a dick.
this is,
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago.
so like, listen, man, I hear this stuff and I don't, like, I forget a lot of shit,
Yeah,
but I remember when I was younger, Hillary saying this.
I only heard that in conspiracies. I'd never
The
heard.
great story here for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband since the day he announced for president.
Now listen,
But
dude,
she also said that the dick sucking was a right wing hoax at first as well, too, right?
I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, she
She's
went
talking
to
about this
bat for him in the beginning.
She's talking about this entire takedown. And, you know, Pizzagate's a big part of this.
Yes.
Hillary lost that election
Yeah.
because of the email scandal, because of James Comey, the Wiener laptop.
Yeah,
And
Benghazi was huge.
these were pushed by Bannon,
Yeah,
Eric Prince, Andrew Breitbart.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Breitbart's calling fucking John Podesta a pedophile.
he should be a household name as a pedophile.
Right. So dudes like us that are not in the know, and we're just living off of memes and stuff.
Yeah, and that's everything I know is memes.
Right. So like I'm sitting there thinking like, man, this is crazy. I'm not like, you know, I'm not like balls deep in the internet. I just see and go, damn, that's crazy. And it
Yeah.
changes your mind. So now we're in a psyop.
Yes.
Right. So who's doing this? You start looking into like when I was telling you about Blackwater and Clear Channel.
Yeah.
And the dude that started Clear Channel ends up on the board of Blackwater in 2014.
Yeah.
And I think somewhere around 2014, these guys cooked this stuff up because this is when Bannon started rolling out. He's like, he's a kingmaker.
Yeah.
He found Trump for this movement. This was a military operation.
Yeah.
I think it was a military grade psyop. Now, I'm not saying that there's nothing to Pizzagate. There's a ton of shit in fucking Pizzagate.
Well, it's the thing that it reminded me when you're playing like Hillary Clinton saying that the dick sucking is a right wing hoax. It's like that was not. That actually happened. But the other shit that will come to light through what you explained to me, like there might have been some right wing hoax going on with Bill Clinton, but there is some meat on the bone with him being a horny bastard.
I'm telling you that when I'm hearing these guys talk, they can't say it straight out. Because like
You'll get killed.
You might get killed. So like I'm starting to relook at the Clinton body count.
Yes.
And I'm wondering.
That is something that you literally, it's not for the mentally weak because I hate Hillary Clinton.
Obviously, dude. And that's cool. And that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm totally on board. The Podestas are fucked up. The Podestas are weird.
Yes.
Hillary and the Podestas are taking Rockefeller money, getting into UFOs, and other fucking psyop that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Like Cullum said, they're hitting you with so much shit, you end up in Gobekli Tepe.
Yeah, you have no idea what the fuck's going on.
So
There's a rabbit hole for wherever you want to go down if you look at it hard enough.
But I think I might have went into the rabbit hole because I ended up back at fucking Danny Castellero again.
Yeah.
And I think that when I got to it, I was like, holy shit. Because these guys, the president, when they do these press conferences, and you remember like symbolism will be their downfall.
Okay.
You remember, right?
The thing I think about every day I wake up.
I think that they're kind of talking in code to each other.
All the time.
That's a shot across the bow. When Hillary's like, she's a ballsy fucking chick.
Yeah.
If they killed Vince Foster. Now, dude, what if the Clintons didn't kill Vince Foster?
Yeah. And she's also mafia royalty.
So, you know, a couple of things was, there's rumors that Roy Cohn actually did run fucking sexual blackmail with kids instead of male prostitutes, which was what I thought before. And I'm just going to throw that out there to you. Just keep Roy Cohn's name in your fucking head for a little while.
Obviously.
But
gay horny man.
I saw a clip when I was hunting for fucking clips of Bill Clinton, and I just hear it different. If I start thinking like, dude, what if there was a right-wing conspiracy and they had a mission, they had a goal? What if that goal was to open up Gaza, to open up the West Bank?
Yeah.
What if there was a mob, like a mafia elite, that was around from the time of World War II, and they've been carrying out this like paired mission with the U.S. military to get in here? And what if this was a plan all along?
Q said infiltration, not invasion.
And I hear this clip where Bill Clinton's sitting down with Peter Jennings, and it just shook me,
But at the end of the president's term, historians did feel free to judge.
58 historians, as I think you may know, did this for C-SPAN. And they were all across the political spectrum, and they came out in general terms that you were 21st. And on public persuasion and economic management, they gave you a 5th. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
They gave you a 41st on moral authority.
They're wrong about that.
That's crazy.
After Nixon.
They're wrong about that. You know why they're wrong about it? They're wrong about it.
Why, sir?
Because we had $100 million spent against us and all these inspections. One person in my administration was convicted of doing something that violated his job responsibilities while we were in the White House. 29 in the Reagan-Bush years. I bet those historians didn't even know that. They have no idea what I was subject to and what a lot of people supported. No other president ever had to endure someone like Ken Starr indicting innocent people because they wouldn't lie in a systematic way. No one ever had to try to save people from ethnic cleansing in the Balkans and the people in Haiti from a military dictator who was murdering them and all the other problems I dealt with, while every day an entire apparatus was devoted to destroying him. And still not any example of where I ever disgraced this country publicly. I made a terrible personal mistake, but I paid for it many times over. And in spite of it all, you don't have any example where I ever lied to the American people about my job, whether I ever let the American people down, and I had more support on the world and world leaders and people around the world when I quit than when I started. And I will go to my grave being at peace about it. And I don't really care what they think.
Oh, yes, you do.
They
sir.
have no
Excuse me,
idea.
Mr. President. You care. I can feel it across the room.
No,
you
I
feel
care.
it very
I
deeply.
care. You don't want to go here, Peter. You don't want to go here. Not after what you people did and the way your network, what you did with Kenneth Starr, the way your people repeated every little sleazy thing he leaked. No one has any idea what that's like. That's where I failed. You want to know where I failed? I really let it. It hurt me. I thought I lived in a country where people believed in the Constitution, the rule of law, freedom of speech. You never had to live in a time when people you knew and cared about were being indicted, carted off to jail, bankrupted, ruined, because they were Democrats and because they would not lie. So I think we showed a lot of moral fiber to stand up to that.
So if he stood up, when he says you people and your network, if he's talking about the mega group and he's talking at Peter Jennings, your network, the media that's been infiltrated by these motherfuckers since way back.
Yeah.
If he's talking about them and he's like, we had a lot of moral fiber standing up to you people, I mean, he's kind of fucking right, dude.
If me and you were arguing
Yeah.
and you were talking shit to me and I hit you with a stern, you don't want to go there, it's because I have a fucking nuke on you.
dude.
Like, I will Thanos you. If I'm saying you don't want to go there, it's
Exactly.
because I know I have the ultimate counterpoint on your ass.
So I have this rattling around in my head. Like, that clip just sounds different once Trump says this is a Democrat hoax because
Yeah.
this is what Hillary cried. This is a right-wing conspiracy. But she says right-wing, not fucking Republican.
Yes.
Right-wing is military.
Yeah.
So, like, military intelligence and all these guys, they've been wrapped up in the mob since fucking Operation Underground back with Meyer Lansky.
Phoenix.
The number one thing in the Clinton body count is Vince Foster.
Yeah.
Vince Foster was getting payments from fucking Robert Maxwell for Promise Software.
And didn't Bill Clinton get peace in the Middle East?
He tried. He got close.
He got close, but I'm saying, like, he was barking up the wrong tree with that.
So Ken Starr, he said Ken Starr, that's another one.
Yeah.
Because Ken Starr was Monica's fucking lawyer, Epstein's lawyer. Dershowitz was Clinton's lawyer.
Yep.
You got Dershowitz and Starr both defend Trump. So these guys are like handlers.
Yeah.
So what if this is all an organization? What if someone back in the 90s, like Danny Casolaro, dug all this out, knew that these guys were doing this? They infiltrated all these parts of the government.
Yeah.
And he called it the octopus. He's writing a book called Behold the Pale Horse. I find this on the fucking Internet Archive. The kids that made that octopus murder posted it.
Yeah.
Now, if you look into it, Danny Casolaro gets fucking murdered. There's no way you can... what do you call it with the fucking arm?
Going up the highway, not
What-
across the road.
Yeah, went up the highway on
Yeah.
both arms. Physically
That's
impossible.
how you get the job done.
Physically impossible. And he's writing a book called Behold a Pale Horse.
Yeah.
And it's on the Internet Archive. And they say that when he died, they stole a bunch of the fucking shit. Like, his papers were gone.
Yeah.
So this kid, Christian Hansen's working with, like, whatever's left over.
Scraps, pretty much.
But one of the scraps that's left over is fucking unreal. Yeah. And I want to get to it, but it's going to take me a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's like little nuggets where you're sitting there going like, all right, Tucker's dad was fucking Monica Lewinsky's book agent.
Yeah.
Monica Lewinsky was working for Leon Panetta. She wasn't just some like they made it seem in the media.
She was a little helper.
She was like a little intern.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Working for nobody. But it could have been a hit. They were investigating. They thought, they were like, there was rumors. You're like, yo, dude, this might be carried out by Mega, which is Leslie Wexner's thing, which ties into Epstein.
Yeah.
So like, if you want to pull on the Epstein thread, dude,
that goes for a long time.
It would really help you out if you hit the American public with Pizzagate.
Yeah, that's...
If you hit people with QAnon,
yeah.
Pizzagate, and you get everybody wound up looking at fucking comment, and dude, that Welch kid's fucked up.
Welch is the guy who fired the hard drive, and then
Marina Abramovich, like all this shit is very fucking salacious. That's like one of their main game plans.
It's good chum in the water because like the reason I think Hillary Clinton's evil is because like I watched the Pizzagate stuff. I went like balls deep into that, and then I think I see all the videos like Marina Abramovich being used as like a tool
Yeah.
And then Hillary Clinton has Jay-Z and Beyonce doing her shit in Philly for like concerts and stuff. So I'm like, okay, obviously this person's an evil Satanist.
Right. But Hillary worked with Vince Foster.
Yeah.
She said he was the most talented lawyer in their firm. They worked at Rose Law Firm together, and they were doing this thing called Systematics. Vince Foster was doing this thing, Systematics. And Ken Starr had handwritten notes that, like, found in the archives that he was getting paid by Robert Maxwell, who's a Mossad agent.
Yeah. And back then, he was just the head of the Guardian.
Who are you talking about? Oh,
Robert Maxwell.
He was a media guy in London.
Okay.
So he's like a famous dude. He was like boys with Trump. There's a lot of overlap with their behaviors.
Yes.
Which also spooks me.
Yeah, there's a lot, too.
Yeah. And so, like, you start looking through, like, Danny Castellero's notes. I'll try to pull them up here, but it's like, I see this name, Edwin Wilson, and I remember this fucking name.
You got a good-ass memory for this shit.
For this shit, because I just built a world. Like, he's writing this book. He called Robert Maxwell, in the book he calls Robert Maxwell the European, and it's a book about how 8 people have changed the course of the world, and he called it Behold a Pale Horse. And it came out right before Bill Cooper's fucking Behold a Pale Horse.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of weird. Like, just even if it's just on the upper level of the occult, like the stuff we don't even understand.
Yeah.
Danny Castellero gets killed. A couple months later, Robert Maxwell gets killed. This is weird because they're really tied together with what he was looking into.
Yeah,
he's talking to his son, yeah.
And then wasn't Foster getting paid for the Promise Software stuff?
He was getting paid from Robert Maxwell. So, like, if Vince Foster was part of a cleanup operation by this mega group, and they pin it on the Clinton body count. Everything's the Clinton body count.
It's very good.
Look at all the people that are dying around the Clintons. Well, if the Clintons are going up against this mega group, this mafia group, yeah, dude, a lot of bodies are going to drop. They're basically a cartel, and we'll get into the cartels later.
Thank you very much for that.
Edwin P. Wilson is this dude. This is Kay Griggs. This is Kay Griggs' husband, George Griggs. This is his friend. And I was like, damn, I got to re-listen to this because I haven't listened to this since like 2020.
Yeah. And it's a good one.
I tried to dig up some clips for you, but this one shook me because obviously I'm afraid of fucking Danny Castellero stories.
Yeah. And just as a side note, when you did the first Danny Castellero thing, did you know that he wrote Behold a Pale Horse?
No, all these notes weren't out yet because Christian Hansen put them on while he was making the Octopus Murders thing. And like EJ knows it, dude. I'll fucking see if we can get to talk to him.
It is weird too because like Behold a Pale Horse is good and it's like it's just classic conspiracy stuff.
Like, it's Council 300. It's the fucking
Illuminati bloodlines.
The good stuff. The
deep
fun
underground.
stuff.
And that's what they say. Oh, he got killed for deep underground military bases. It's like, dude, you could sit there and talk about them until the cows come home. No one's gonna fucking believe you.
Well, they say he predicted 9/11 before Jones.
Yeah.
And if you look at some of this stuff, like Jones's numbers were so big after 9/11 that he couldn't be ignored anymore.
No.
But when Clear Channel, when the dude that ran Clear Channel gets involved in fucking media shifted. The dude's name's Red McCombs. You can look into it, but he's on the board with fucking John Ashcroft. And if you bring a media mogul like that and you team it up with a military thing, I feel like that's like we're gonna do military media projects on people.
Yeah.
Right?
And
then,
did he do that? Like, was that like way earlier? Or was it in the 2000s where that guy hopped on Blackwater's squad?
2014. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's where the internet changed.
The internet changed. You start seeing Jockos coming out. Like, what do we do?
Wake up at 2:40. He's trying to ruin people's sleep. Like, literally getting people tired.
So I hear this clip and I'm like, fucking Christ.
And in the basement of this big hotel, they have these 200 or more vendors of weapons. Israel has a joint venture. IAI has a joint venture with, is it TWR, that does all the credit reports on Americans.
Whoa.
Now, they have the computers together. The Israelis stole the whole INSLAW system and sold it back to the Justice Department. And there were murders over that.
That's Danny Castellero. Now, I didn't know if that's like public knowledge. It is. Like, there's definitely like New York Times reports.
Yeah.
There's a Wired article and stuff.
There's like odd death of Danny Castellero and shit.
Yeah, and like Kay Griggs says wild shit, so people just write it the fuck off. But there's stuff in here that she says where it like makes what I'm thinking about make sense, dude.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not going to bat for the Clintons.
Is
Don't
INSLAW
get it
like
twisted.
Promise?
Inslaw is the company that made the Promise software.
Okay, yeah.
And they wanted it, like, it was public, and then they wanted to take it private. And then there was an entire lawsuit and all this shit going on. Yeah. And we'll get into that later. But the main thing is, the main thing I want to say about Kay Griggs is, like, dude, she's sitting here saying all this wild fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, this is like the 90s.
This is 1998. Bill Clinton's still president.
Yeah.
And the Monica Lewinsky scandal is going on at this time when she's talking.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He wants peace in Israel. That's what this is all about.
Bill Clinton wanted peace in Israel.
I did notice that when Hillary made overtures toward the Arabs, whoa. I mean, somebody yanked her chain, and that became a major issue.
I was living in Washington with Sarah McClendon in the Kennedy Warren before the election. If you will remember, a plane went down on his birthday.
On whose birthday?
Clinton's.
Okay.
I mean, I believe it was a plane. There was a traumatic... I went to his he had birthday parties at 7 different places. It was his 50th birthday. The birthday party in Washington, he was not there. He was in, I think, New York or some other place. But I went to the birthday party, which was in the Kennedy Warren, in the basement of the Kennedy Warren.
Okay.
A friend of mine went into the birthday party. The point is, that night, I remember it vividly, there was a psychological terror thing for Clinton. It was either his plane that went down, something happened that night that was meant to say, don't enjoy this birthday, buddy. Remember, we told you don't run. George Shultz came all the way from wherever he was. Sarah told me this. George Shultz came all the way from, I think it was California, to meet with Clinton before the election to say, don't you dare run. You're going to get it if you run. I know it.
This is for re-election.
This is for re-election.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. I'm like, dude, what is this? It's a fucking real C-130. Yep. 9 people died. It was his entourage.
Right out of the airport, that thing ran right into a fucking mountain.
They're going into Jackson Mountain, and no, I think they were landing. I can't remember. It's a pitch black
The picture
night.
you sent me was, it looked like it took off, made a left, right into the mountain.
Well, I don't know what really happened about that, but people did die.
Yes.
And you could chalk this up to the Clinton body count.
That is a psychological operation because, like, if a plane goes down near when I'm going on a plane, I'm fucking spooked.
What if it was your birthday and they shot you? And then 2 days later, you have to get Palantir to be the vice
J.D. Vance
president.
comes in as your vice president. As
And what if they want to go run fucking war games in Israel?
Yeah.
Who's going to pay for that? What if somebody has had a plan since the fucking 70s to go into Gaza and the West Bank? Maybe somebody had a plan for that.
Yeah, I mean, they did the same exact thing to Reagan, too. I wonder if that was near his birthday, but, I mean, they shot at Reagan.
Yeah, they shot at Reagan.
He
right
was
after he got
spouting
in.
off, and George H.W. goes right in.
They killed Kennedy. They went on a fucking assassination spree in the 60s, and they couldn't keep doing it.
They blew their fucking wad on that.
So they Watergated Nixon.
Yep.
Carter gets in. Carter gets wrapped up in a thing called Billygate, and we'll talk about that later.
Actually?
Yeah. Fucking, there's...
Shout out me.
Then Reagan gets in, they shoot him. Then Bush gets in. They can't touch guys like Bush.
Yeah, Safari guy.
Bush and Clinton are one thing. Bush and Clinton were one thing.
Yeah.
There was a time period where it was a Bush or a Clinton was in the White House for my entire life. Up until Obama. There was a Bush or a Clinton in the White House.
Yes.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
That's a long ass time.
Then they were trying to put another Clinton in. And they hit Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Then they hit Pizzagate to get that the fuck out. And you might not think that's why she lost, but I do.
I mean, dude, I think every person couldn't do it. Like, she was fucking passing out. There's videos of her passing out. Like, it was a full-on assault on the internet. And that's where, like, I think that was the first, like, real internet election where it's like, Obama, I don't remember. It was like 2008. So, like, you weren't sitting online. Hillary Clinton, it was like bots on Facebook, fucking Twitter. Like, everything was just like, here's what the Clintons are up to get them the fuck out.
Well, Kay thinks that Bill was put in because he was horny. And they used sex to control him.
Yeah.
But at least he wasn't a homosexual. She has certain thoughts about homosexuals, dude. I mean, you can share them if you want. It's fine. Listen to it's always cracking me the fuck up. I mean,
they're classic thoughts about them.
Classic thoughts. I mean, we used to laugh about this one all day long, just these guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shellback?
Shellback. They,
What's that mean?
Anal sex. But they get them really drunk.
They
guys
initiate
who
the
are that
military
way
guys.
do it. It's a group situation thing. And I was told by 2 colonels who said, you know, it's normal, Kay. This is just what we do in battle, you know.
This is just good old boys.
This is just what we do, Kay.
They get drunk and they
get drunk and they ejaculate. They beat each other off. You know, it's awful. Now, I'm not God, and I'm not going to judge them and their souls.
Thank you, Craig.
This is a well-oiled system. And when you've got the commandant well known as a cherry Marine,
Not puncher.
cherry Marine,
Which means?
bottom, they're the bottom. The Navy guys are on
Is that
the
dude
top.
laughing?
All right, and that's me laughing.
Okay.
But you know, she's talking about the commandant, Al Gray.
Yeah.
And her husband went to school with these guys, and they went to this Princeton Hun school. There's other schools like this though. These like feeder schools into the military academies where these guys get shellbacked or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But whatever. But they
That's like fraternities and like Skull and Bones. Like, dude, why the fuck do all fraternities do gay shit with each other? Like that had to come from somewhere though, and it's probably the fucking military and like the Skull and Bones shit. But it just gets a little watered down.
I don't know. Like her husband, they claim her husband. I don't know how real any of this shit is. This is just shit I'm listening to. But
She's telling the truth.
She's telling, there's a truth vibration here that I'm picking up on. Her husband went to school with the son of Admiral Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel's uncle.
Great uncle.
No.
Or uncle.
Uncle. And then Jimmy Kimmel's great uncle is Admiral Kimmel, and he's the guy that let Pearl Harbor happen.
Oh my God.
And I just think it's fucking weird that you got like Gulf of Tonkin is Jim Morrison's dad.
Yep.
USS Liberty's John McCain.
Nick Stain, don't say his name right. Thank you. Songbird.
But, you know, Ed Wilson worked for Bill Casey.
Ding. Oiled up boy.
He liked to get oiled up, pissed on.
Yeah.
And he is the guy that they think took over the sex network from Roy Cohn.
Yes.
So, like, at this point, dude.
And, dude, it's a child sex network. It's not like...
Well, they don't know.
That's what they say.
This is all unknown as, like, Franklin scandal stuff. So until someone finds the victims and does the great Nick Bryant type work on it, you're never going to know. But, like, at this point, dude, in the week, I'm not coming out of this hole.
Yeah, you're done. You stop dropping the breadcrumbs and go home.
It's over, dude.
You're going to Earth's core.
I'm back in the octopus, dude.
And fear has to go out the window at this point.
No, I'm going to be someone's dad, dude. I can't be scared of stuff that I read.
You can't be a total
I can't be
pussy.
afraid of shit that I read, bro.
Yeah.
But, you know, you start wrapping your head around this stuff and you start looking at Danny Casolero's notes, dude.
But you also forgot to talk about like that Hun school and stuff like that. Those also had Saudi princes and shit go there.
Anybody you want to compromise. So if you want to bring elites around the world, you want to bring them to the United States, they want to go to Ivy League schools. You're going to need to control these guys because they have vast amounts of wealth and they're going to carry out military operations like maybe Las Vegas.
Yeah. And these guys, you know, they're pooping on girls. And you don't learn that just from being horny. Like
this is what do they call them? Deviant. This is deviant behavior.
You get deviant behavior though. Like you get it. Like some people get it from the internet. Like other guys who want to pull girls' teeth out and shit on them from Iran probably had that happen to them.
So maybe that's how they control military guys. Maybe this is how they control politicians. Well, nobody like, dude. Epstein had a painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress.
Yeah.
He visited Bill. Like all Trump's talking about right now is what about Bill?
Yeah.
What about Bill? And Trump said something. Maybe I'll tell you about it later. Trump said something that is on par with the Bill Clinton clip that I played you that I can't get out of my mind after I got into this.
Okay, yeah.
So one of the things in Danny Casolero's notes is this weird thing called Chapter X, and it's about the ADL and the mob and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he wrote it. I don't know if this is a rough draft. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to read and wrap my mind around it. But basically, here's the gist of it. Meyer Lansky, you remember Meyer.
Yep.
He's in Boardwalk Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey Keitel played him in that fucking movie.
Yes.
So he's basically the Godfather.
He's the chairman of the board.
So he wanted to legitimize the mob. Like he wanted to do just like the Godfather story.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty much what these guys were doing. They just kind of pinned it. Like they put themselves in there a little bit,
They make themselves real cool and like chill in like Miami.
And
like,
smarter.
Why are you guys like
Yeah.
fucking around shooting at each other? We're just chilling making money in Miami.
Yeah. So his two goals were to legitimize the mob and buy up Israel and convert it into the capital for his legitimate organized crime empire. So they were like, we need a spot.
Yeah.
So like,
Some want pole barns, other want countries.
Exactly.
A fucking 3,000 square foot pole barn would be good for me.
So in this, like one of the main ways that he did it through the ADL, and he set it up as a defense agency for any Jewish wing of organized crime. If you looked into it, you're an anti-Semite.
Yes.
So everyone like kind of like after World War II, for some reason, people backed off on this.
I need to find something like that for us.
Exactly. Anytime somebody would pick up the scent, dude, and they were onto him, they would paint him as anti-Semites. Then this is kind of real because they had control over the Sicilian mob for 50 years and nobody knew.
Yeah.
People literally thought it was the Godfather. And like one of the things they did was they went through this guy, Long East Willman. He was a bootlegger with fucking Meyer Lansky. He took all the money from AC. So I think he's after like Nucky Thompson.
Yeah.
I don't know like the
Borak Empire doesn't show it. They just like show little Jack or John Kennedy's dad or JFK's dad, and then
that's another part of this.
Yeah. So Borak Empire has none of that stuff.
Well, Martin Scorsese did it, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah.
So Long East Willman's a bootlegger, takes all his money from AC and he puts it into Hollywood. Later on, like years later, like he gets wrapped up by the feds and shit. He like kind of rats. Like he's a fucking.
There's a movie about like the takeover of Hollywood and all those guys getting in.
So yeah, this guy Dor Shari, he's like famous Hollywood producer. He gets named chairman of the ADL in 1963, but the dude was boys with Long East Willman. He was like a little protege.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like them coming out being like, we don't even have to hide anymore. We're just gonna run Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
So like obviously 10 years later, when's Godfather 1?
78 or something like that.
I don't know when. Yeah, so like 15 years later, they come out with The Godfather. Like, look at the Italians, dude.
This is what happened.
These are the guys, right?
They probably had them hook, line, and sinker. Like, dude, all these guys are gonna. They always talk shit on each other whenever no one's in the room. It's like this is perfect.
So like, this all spawns from the Capone Wars too. So Lansky's a kid during the Capone Wars.
Yeah,
and it really weakened the crime syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
So there's tons of De Niro's in that movie. That I was remember when I was playing that clip about De Niro?
Fuck that movie. Woody Harrelson's dad and Hillary Clinton's dad are products of the Capone Wars.
Okay, yeah.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. So he set it up like he was like, dude, we can't have the Capone Wars again. That's just like rival territories.
Yeah.
And like the United States was like that before FDR created the New Deal.
Mm-hmm.
So like he set up he saw what FDR was doing for the New Deal government and was like, we'll set up the fucking
beautiful.
We'll set it up mirroring
a government.
A government.
Yeah.
So he set this thing in motion. It becomes like a national crime syndicate, and it was top down. And just like a government within a government, he was the chairman of the board. He's basically the president of a unified national crime syndicate.
Yeah.
And the goal is to offshore this thing to Israel.
That's insane.
The goal is to like take this thing from America, buy up Israel, because they had been like funding it anyway.
Yeah,
They've been like giving them weapons. They're doing like, they trade weapons.
Yeah.
They move weapons and drugs, dude. This is what cartels do.
Did it with the IRA was against them.
And in order to do this, though, to legitimize it, they used the ADL. They sourced lawyers, finance guys, and like regular like dudes in the media, like Mockingbird Media and stuff. We hear about that. We hear about Mockingbird Media all day long. We don't hear about
mind control
dudes from the ADL getting in there.
Yep.
Right? So they put talking heads in the media to legitimize and like obfuscate all their dealings.
Yeah.
So if you were a bootlegger back in like Meyer Lansky's squad, you would start donate all your money. He was like, yo, just donate it to the ADL.
Tax
Donate
free.
it. This is how the ADL gets fucking massive.
Very big.
If you don't believe me about that, have you ever heard of a dude named Mo Dalitz? You got to be like a real mob freak, but like
No,
they're
not a part of
dude,
those.
they're out there. They're out there.
Yeah,
Dudes
yeah,
that like
yeah.
read Murder Inc. and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So like Mo Dalitz, he gets named like
Not to be confused with Mo Green.
he gets awarded Philanthropist of the Year by the ADL when he's older. But when he was younger, he was on the FBI's most wanted list. So this is how they do this. So these are legitimate gangsters, and they use the ADL as this like established thing, and like they hid in the shadows forever. They basically through the ADL, dude, they were basically invisible.
Yeah.
And the reason they're invisible is they got into banking. So you were never gonna find their fucking, and they're so.
That's
good.
the only reason they get in trouble. Alphonse Capone, the worst guy, had fucking tax evasion.
Exactly.
Like all these guys
Wonder who
depend.
ratted him the fuck out.
Obviously, it's
Yeah.
like we did his books. This is how you can catch him. That's like every mob guy just gets taken down for like racketeering and all that shit. And it's like their lawyers are these dudes.
Yeah, so like they had a bank. They literally started a fucking bank.
Sick.
Sterling National Bank. And
good name.
It becomes a money management wing for this entire organization. It's a shady ass bank. They handle all the ADL's money. Chairmans of Sterling are connected to Roy Cohn. And the one dude's name's Max Rabb himself. Yeah. He worked for Eisenhower. So this dude was like working in the ADL, and it's like a legit thing. Like, what are you gonna not have a guy from the ADL? Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
But he's working with Roy Cohn. This is back in the FBI days.
It's like the NAACP.
Yeah, for real. Like boys with J. Edgar Hoover. He's in the Eisenhower administration. In the 70s, he gets outed as a business partner with Meyer Lansky. So 20 years later, he gets done for fucking criminal like money movements.
Yeah.
With like
the guy,
the Godfather, the chairman of the board, and they like if you donate a ton of money to like and you build up something like the ADL, they can go farm dudes. They can like go grab dudes. And they're grabbing financial magicians. Have you ever heard like Jeffrey Epstein was a financial magician, dude? So Max Rabb is one of these like financial magicians.
And this was in the 70s.
This just imagine this time period as like the 50s to the 80s.
Okay.
This thing that I'm reading jumps all over time.
Yeah.
So I literally
That's tough.
That's why I like had a really hard time reading. Also, not a genius. So.
Boy, genius.
Fucking what they do is they set up shell companies. You're familiar. You've heard of that before. You don't really know how they work.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I want one.
They'd be awesome. But the other dude they get is Arnold Burns. He's another one of these financial geniuses. He ends up becoming the deputy attorney general for Reagan. Okay?
Yeah. So they legitimize and then slowly leak into real government.
They
thus creating a syndicate.
The syndicate goes into the U.S. government, and then when they're in the U.S. government, they move all their shit to Israel.
Yeah.
So Arnold Burns, he's like under Bill Barr.
Okay.
Like he's like Bill Barr was attorney general. He's like the next fucking dude. So they like to have front men, and they like to have their dude in the back.
Like the president.
Exactly. So he runs an offshore tax scam. You're never gonna believe this shit, dude. He ran an offshore tax scam where if you invest in Israeli R&D firms, you're exempted from U.S. taxes. So like
simply too good.
They got these lawyers to write up these laws that I don't know if it's still going on, but in the 80s, if you were an American and you invested in Israeli R&D, you didn't have to pay U.S. taxes on that money. Wow. Now, this is the most of all of this, right? Arnold Burns takes this loophole that the Zionists had created, takes the fucking money for investments, and then never even gives it to Israel.
Obviously.
So he got busted.
It's the ring the whole time. That's their downfall. Is the ring is just fumbling into other ponds.
The hand rubbing, right? So like they're always like, where is it? And he got busted for this, like in the newspaper, busted.
Yeah.
But no actual investigation, not even a slap on the wrist, dude. So he never gets in trouble for it, and he ends up also being the dude that moves money around so that Jonathan Pollard gets paid. Jonathan Pollard's the dude that stole the fucking shit from Livermore. Like, he's the guy that stole all the information and gave it. This is a major scandal.
His name isn't Jonathan Pollard anymore. They do that to fuck with very respectable people.
Catherine Pollard Griggs is her name. Kay Griggs. She was married to a good man named Pollard.
Yes.
They like to go crypto on some stuff.
Yeah, and then just do bad things and ruin that name.
Then this guy Arnold Burns, he also sabotages the Inslaw case. So Hamilton, they're trying to get like their money from the government, the Inslaw people, and then he fucking sabotages it because the Israelis stole it.
Yeah.
And this is the famous story of fucking Rafi Atan. He pretended to be this guy, Dr. Orr. He just walks in with fucking like a Groucho Marx. Like he walks in with a mustache and glasses.
Yeah. Like a disguise.
He literally walks in with like a fucking Inspector Gadget disguise.
Yeah.
Rolls in. He grabs the fucking, he's like, oh, this is awesome. You guys made this 32-bit. Puts it under his arm, dude. Walks right out the fucking door. Hamilton doesn't know what's going on. He's wondering why the government, the DOJ is like fucking this company.
Yeah.
And he used to work for the government. Like they had a contract with the government.
Yeah.
So he's like, dude, like why? What's the holdup?
It's like giving Lockheed Martin shit.
They owed him $6.8 million. In the 80s, that's a lot of fucking money.
Cake.
So like, he's sitting there like going, what's going on? So FBI comes in and they do a lineup. They're like, yo, do you know any of these guys? And he just points like, yeah, that's Dr. Orr. And they're like, nah, dude, that's Rafi Atan.
Wrong.
Dirty Rafi Atan, dude. So he's just a Mossad agent, just
Yeah.
literally walked in, walked out with the tech. And this is the tech that Robert Maxwell ends up carting around the world. This is like,
and that's the back door for everything.
this is promise. This is how they got into your phones. It turns into Pegasus,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is now.
Get
Was-
pictures of Jeff Bezos' dick.
Yeah, it's like, what's up, guys? What's up, Tel Aviv?
Yeah.
So, like, just know that in your head.
It is
Okay.
there.
So those are the financial magicians.
Yeah.
Now we'll crack into the lawyers, because you don't get anywhere. You don't get this like, oh, hey, if you donate to R&D in Israel, you don't have to pay taxes. Think about how much money they got for that.
Fucking
Imagine if
tons.
you hit like literally any dude
Yes.
that has money and be like, dude, did you know if you invest in Israeli tech, everyone's like, why is Israel fucking so good at tech? And you did 8,200. They built it off of a tax. They were like, this mob, this syndicate is literally like, how are we going to get the money
Yeah,
for
we
the tech?
gotta make money
We need
off
the
this
tech.
shit.
We
Yeah,
got it. So like they get this dude, Kenneth Bialkin, and he's like the number. He's the top. He ends up being the chairman of the ADL during Reagan, right?
Yeah.
He was the president of a legitimate Freemason fucking group. that-
They seem like Freemasons. the
It's
way they
B'nai
operate.
B'rith.
Yeah.
ADL is B'nai B'rith.
Yeah.
But there's another one called the Jerusalem Foundation that this dude Teddy Kollek, who had a fucking gangster meetup all the time above the Copacabana. I said it good this
In
time.
Cuba?
Yeah. No. It's in New York.
Oh, the Copacabana's in New York.
Copacabana is in New York.
Nueva York?
I think so, unless I'm retarded.
Yeah, probably.
He was also the mayor of Jerusalem forever.
Sick title.
So anyway, Bialkin grabs this dude. Like, he's from the CIA. They grab this guy, Robert Vesco. He's a fucking CIA cutout, works for like a subcontractor for DuPont, but it's literally just a CIA company that works directly for DuPont. There's nobody else.
Scared.
You know how that shit works,
Scared.
right? And he makes him a front man for the ADL in this new situation that Meyer Lansky's.
My asshole's puckered.
They're cooking up something new, right?
Yeah.
It's called Investors Overseas. So this is literally where you can invest overseas. And
Perfect name.
you can invest in hotels and casinos. And this was like Lansky's plan because he had all these like casinos in
That's
Cuba.
crazy, dude. That's like that clip you sent me at Rappaport. Like, fucking Gaza, why can't they just make hotels, casinos? Like, bro, you could make a park.
Another thing, it's literally exactly what I'm talking about. When I say that they're talking in code, they're talking not to us.
Yeah.
So Meyer Lansky had a bunch of casinos when Batista ran fucking Cuba.
Yep.
Now,
That's not in.
not to go back in like Boardwalk Empire time.
It's not in Boardwalk Empire. There's just casinos there, and it's the
Look,
mob.
I don't think they get that far.
They're in Cuba for a little bit.
No, I'm saying, did they get to the 60s in Boardwalk Empire?
No.
Yeah. I'm talking the 60s.
Oh, he's still there after they get kicked out.
He's pissed. So
Damn.
they get kicked out. And the second, so Ken, this is, I told you the one guy was in the Eisenhower administration.
Yeah.
Kennedy gets in right after him. He was lied to about the missile gap.
Yep.
Everyone was telling him that the Russians had all these fucking nukes. He gets in.
WMDs.
They don't have shit. They never had shit.
Why can't we be friends?
The fucking Russia-Ukraine war is just a hoax.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Democrat. You want to talk about a Democrat fucking hoax.
100%.
So, Boardwalk Empire is definitely going to talk about Joe Kennedy.
Yeah.
They're going to put him in there. He's a little horn dog.
Yep.
He anti-Semite.
Yes, very much so.
Kennedy gets in straight out the gate, dude. Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
You think this is a coincidence, bro?
No, not anymore.
You think Alan Dulles and the Cherry Marines might be in league with the fucking mafia?
What's
and
that? Northwoods as well.
Yeah,
They
roll
slid
up.
that on his desk.
I mean, only if fucking the commandant made you a cherry, bro, are you coming up with Operation Northwoods.
Abso-fuck. If I got
Like-
raped in the ass,
You can only think like you're making killers.
yeah, you're making
You know.
like fucking desensitized psychopaths.
So just as a side note, they did the Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Embarrassment.
What the fuck was that about? Cuba's not a threat.
And you know what? It kind of seems like a spaz.
Do you think maybe they might have even had inflatable missiles?
You saw that video, the inflatable pain, dude.
Yes, dude. So anyway, I digress.
Balloons.
Lansky had all these casinos and all this offshore stuff in the Bahamas, in
Mhm.
fucking Cuba.
Yep.
And if you put your money in this stuff, it goes into a Swiss bank account run by Tiber Rosenbaum. This guy's in the Permadex thing.
LOL.
They put your money in a Swiss bank account. It basically makes it invisible because a legit dude like GM could go throw money at this. It's called IOS.
Yeah.
It's like Investor Overseas. A legit dude could chuck something in iOS, and Meyer Lansky could also he could double that money. He could match the investment.
Yeah.
And you would never know who did what. It's just a Swiss bank account. That's
There's no names or anything like that.
So now the money trail for the syndicate's just invisible, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're never getting these dudes. The guy that started these accounts and started iOS, it's Rothschild.
Actually.
So the Rothschilds started it. You're never going to believe this shit, dude. The Rothschilds started these kinds of accounts. Dudes like Tibor Rosenbaum and this other dude, Bernie Cornfield, worked for them. This dude, Robert Vesco, that Bialkin gets, so Bialkin's a fucking ADL guy.
Yeah.
They grab a CIA guy. Vesco tries to do a hostile takeover of the Rothschilds' iOS, right?
How old is he now?
I don't know how old this guy is at this point.
No, I'm saying in general. Is he dead?
Oh, Vesco, yeah.
He has to be dead.
Oh, unless he's like fucking $1 million.
I mean, he had to have been killed. There's no way.
So he goes to jail.
Yes.
So Vesco tries to take over the fucking Rothschilds. This now, so if you kind of think of it like Meyer Lansky and these guys, they're young punks.
Yeah.
Rothschild's old money, boy.
Yeah, that's like in Punisher. You got Billy Russo running a gun, and then you got Agent Orange out there, old Virginia money.
Old Virginia. So they try to buy, Vesco tries to buy Resorts International, just like Trump did.
Resorts International is the front company for...
It's a CIA front company, but it was half and half with Meyer Lansky. So each year, it ends up being half and half with Meyer Lansky because it's like, cause of this takeover.
I thought Roy Cohn owned half of it.
Well,
or was on paper.
On paper, but they keep passing off. Merv Griffin ended up owning it right after fucking Trump.
Hilarious.
They just move money around.
Yeah.
This is all shell company shit. So just like Trump, this guy, Vesco, tries to get Resorts International. He ends up becoming a fugitive for this because you're fucking with the Rothschilds at this point.
Yeah.
So now you're probably just going over even America's head.
I mean, you're going over the 13 bloodlines on that, dude.
So he fucking pieces out to Costa Rica, literally starts living like John McAfee. He buys all the politicians on the island.
Obviously.
He grabs a yacht off of Khashoggi, just like Trump, just like Maxwell.
Whoa.
He starts buying U.S. presidents. He starts doing big major donations to Nixon, big major donations to Carter. He tries to...
And he's in Costa Rica.
He's got $210 million, dude. He's down in Costa Rica. This is the 70s.
That's like playing Grand Theft Auto on easy, dude.
Yeah. So he's hiding out. He's literally like hiding out in a yacht for a while in Cuba, chilling with Castro. Like this comes later.
Yeah.
He goes to Gaddafi. Gaddafi's doing shit with the IRA.
Yeah.
He goes to Gaddafi and like the U.S., Gaddafi tried to buy a bunch of Boeing 747s and
Why not?
He fucking paid the money and the U.S. was like, yeah, nah. And they froze.
Oh, you thought.
They froze him. So he's not allowed to like get near him. And so Vesco gets in there and he's like, I'll get him for you. And they go to Billy Carter, Jimmy Carter's retarded little brother. And
Billy Gate.
This becomes a scandal known as Billy Gate. So this like John McAfee type dude is out here like doing Billy Gates and shit. Totally gets busted for it. I think they take his yacht over this. I can't remember like the timeline of all this shit. I'm telling you, dude, this thing's hard to fucking read.
I mean, this like them sussing these guys out must be like if my parents watched me getting a porn mag and like trying to act normal. It's
For
like,
real.
dude, look at them, we got
I mean,
them.
dude, like imagine if you have all this cooked up inside you. Like we're on a mission. Like we got this going on. And it's like this little Robert Vesco guy, they don't know what to do with him. Because like he just pissed off the Rothschilds. Now he's doing this
crazy.
Now he's doing this rogue ass fucking Billy Gates shit.
Yeah.
Bringing a lot of heat because if you look up one click from Robert Vesco, you hit this dude Rickless, you hit this dude fucking Bialkin.
Yeah.
You're in Reagan's administration. This guy was working right under Kenny Bialkin.
Yes.
So the ADL is like too much heat. We got to cut you loose. But they're not going to cut him loose and just go live your life with all your millions. I don't know who made the call. He buys an island. He buys an island.
In the Bahamas?
In the Bahamas. He starts running coke with a man named Carlos Leder, a German-born Colombian of what the ADL got, the guys in the Reagan administration get in the DEA, they get in the FBI, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
This dude Vesco starts running coke with fucking Carlos Leder for Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Starts bringing way too much heat.
I mean, that's the most heat.
The ADL is like, this is the Medellin cartel.
That was the thing that fucked me up in the Carlos Leder.
So this guy Carlos Leder, he's the guy. You'll hear dudes like Joey Diaz go on Rogan saying he's a fucking Nazi. This guy has a new book. He just did his first What's the guy's name that looks like Baron
Grillo.
Flo? Ian Grillo. He just did his first podcast. Me and Billy watched it like last week. Fucking, this dude was a Colombian-born. He's Colombian-born, but his dad was from Germany. His dad fell in love with a Colombian girl. I mean, dude, must have been heaven.
Disco Cheetah, as some call him.
And I didn't know this. All those Medellin boys, they used to be emerald guys.
Emerald smugglers and farmers.
Smugglers and farmers, but they had planes because of all this. So
the Medellin cartel is a made-up thing. Like,
explain it, yeah.
They were all chilling, smuggling emeralds. Dumb as fuck, boy. Like, dumb as shit.
I don't know. I mean, smarter than us.
No, the fucking...
I don't know, you're Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar was the perfect amount of dumb and brave.
But let me just say that the Carlos Letter gets painted as a Nazi.
He gets painted as a Nazi on Netflix.
And I don't think that's by accident. So they put a swastika on his fucking arm.
Yep.
He used to work for the ADL. He used to work for Meyer Lansky with Robert Vesco.
With Vesco.
And he got busted. And
then
now
they
he's a
embarrassed
Nazi.
him on Netflix.
Now he's a goofy Nazi that loved John Lennon.
Yeah.
He did love John Lennon.
He has a statue of John Lennon better than Pablo Escobar's Al Capone fucking monument.
But explain the Medellin, bro.
But that's the shit that's fucking crazy because it's almost like the fucking mob where it's like these guys are like, dude, Italians can't squat up.
Not at all, dude.
Puerto Ricans
they only
can't
love
squat up.
Italians only love their mother.
Yeah, you can only love your mother. But fucking these dudes are just down there. They got planes. I don't know. Like I know a kid who knows a kid from Brazil. And like those dudes' farms are so fucking big that they need planes for like crop shit to go on other farms. Like it's just too far.
A to B, finca to finca, dude.
There's no roads. Like the roads are ass. So it's like obviously we'll buy a fucking plane. There's a plane on Facebook Marketplace right now for $120,000.
Is that a lot?
I don't know.
I don't know how much a plane is.
I don't know. Look it up. But fucking, these dudes are all fucking running around smuggling emeralds, which, side note, Elon Musk's dad, emerald mine, probably tied into the fucking cocaine business. Who the fuck knows? Way too many connections, not enough caffeine. But fucking, these dudes are just fucking chilling, smuggling fucking emeralds. And Carlos Letter comes in and they start doing coke and they're like, all right, we'll all do coke. But they were all their own dudes, just like, almost like over-the-road truckers where it's like, we got a package for you. You want to fucking fly this to the Bahamas?
There's 26 of them. They're not an organization.
Not at all.
At all. Projection is their weapon.
Obviously. They only, like, you're doing exactly what we're doing. It's like, no, actually, like, we're not afraid. So we don't have to make a huge organization because we're just making money, and that's okay.
But, I mean, I got Carlos Letter's book. He does talk about Vesco in the book. I don't know if he talks about Lansky or any of this shit, but I think it goes up the chain because the syndicate's built like the U.S. government.
Exactly.
So the DEA just calls it the Medellin cartel.
Yep.
They start pumping money. Like, this is where I'll start to lose the plot a little bit, but they start... Do you remember Narcos when they hid out in Panama?
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter, like, was forced to negotiate stuff to make it so that people could chill in Panama.
Really?
That went through the government. When Jimmy Carter
when they went down there and were like fucking people up?
No, like when Jimmy Carter was president, that kind of became part of like they free like
Yeah.
They did deals with Panama. Right. Jimmy Carter did deals in Panama. It's famous.
So you could lay low.
Yeah. And then they lay low there. I thought that was kind of weird. Just as a side note, on Narcos they show him in Panama, but they don't explain like that the Americans were protecting him.
Yeah. I mean, that dude Letter in the interview, like he has a swastika tattooed to his shoulder. His dad wasn't a part of Nazi Germany, literally left in like the 20s to go to Colombia. So didn't have any involvement in Nazism whatsoever. I mean, like, were
Not
they
even a little bit?
They weren't even holding it down like that in the 20s.
I mean, Hitler was in jail, I think.
In the 20s?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
after the war, I think he kind of spazzed.
Yeah.
He gave a couple speeches and then he started writing.
Yeah, he was fucking freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that guy's completely free of that. Like, obviously the dude's not Nazi, was just German. That's not illegal. Like, that's absolutely fine. But it is like, how does that dude tie into Danny Casolaro?
What do you mean?
Letter.
Well, this
or
is
just what he was
This
like.
is a chapter which I think is in Danny Casolaro's book. All of this information, dude. Like, you can go read, and I'm not, dude. My queen, Whitney, wrote a great book.
Yeah.
But I don't remember reading a lot
book about blackmail or something?
I didn't remember reading a lot about this. And I'm just telling you, like, this to me gets to me when, so like Robert Vesco gets fucking locked up. Carlos does 33 years, whatever.
Yeah. on his head.
Yeah, a lot in solitary.
4 years.
And he comes out, and you're not going to hear a word about Kenny Bialkin.
He looks like a reformed man when he's sitting there talking. Like
He
he's
knows-
a good boy.
He's a good boy, dude.
Yeah, he's
he
a
knows
very
what not
good
to
boy.
say. But the reason all this is the thing that shook me about this, and I'll stop talking about it, and we could bullshit about fucking whatever the hell you want.
This is an insane rabbit hole.
These guys had another plan going on. And Meyer Lansky had this thing where he was like, they have it in the Harvey Keitel movie. He wanted to live out his life in Israel.
Yeah.
So what he wanted to do is offshore the syndicate, make Israel a criminal empire capital. So if you want to do criminal stuff, literally all around the world, the whole world crime syndicate.
Look at the map of how many pedophiles live there.
Danny Castellero's Octopus, the headquarters, they wanted it in Israel.
Yeah.
Meyer Lansky came up with this weird plan. He called it Land Scam, and he wanted to take over the West Bank, and he wanted to take over Gaza. And they used to have millionaire club meetings about it. You remember Epstein used to do the millionaire clubs?
Never got invited.
So dudes like Kissinger, like after Kissinger is done being Henry Kissinger for us,
Yeah.
he opens up a private firm called Kissinger and Associates.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dog wife.
these guys have many meetings over many years on what to do about the land scam.
Yeah.
They put in this dude Ariel Sharon. He becomes prime minister. He's the first guy from the Likudniks.
Okay.
All right. And Bronfman ends up, he's one of these millionaire guys. This is
Seagram's.
like basically mega group.
Yeah, yeah.
So Bronfman ends up being one of these guys, and Lansky dies. He tries to go to Israel. Israel's doing its own shit, by the way. So at this point, it's like Samson. It's like the Samson.
They're on a
option.
rogue one, yeah.
They're on a rogue one, and they're like looking for planes and shit.
Yeah.
So Meyer Lansky's been running this whole criminal organization, but he's still a small fry dude. He's not a Rothschild. He's not the United States military.
He's Pablo.
He's literally just a bigger Pablo.
Yeah.
And he wants to go. I literally think that's what it is. Is these guys are just like, I'll be a government. It's like, dude, you can't comprehend.
I mean, but dude, they all did. At some point, they took that leap and became the Rothschilds.
Dude, they think that might go into bloodline shit.
I don't
even
That's what I'm
wanna
saying. Like,
know
these people
that's
are like
dragon bloodline shit.
That is their
Yeah.
miss. That they're like, I'll become a Rothschild and my name will live forever.
So Lansky tries to live in fucking Israel, but Israel wants these, like, I think they're probably like F4s or whatever. They want like a stack
Fighter
of
jet.
fighter jets from the U.S. Lansky's been dropping like the guts of a bill in fucking Jerusalem.
Yeah.
He sent over his boy, like one of his best friends growing up. Early on, the guy's name is Doc Schrader, Doc something. He sends Doc over, and he's like, "Yo, set it up for me." So he set up like a mob in Israel,
Make it nice
for himself, and he was gonna go live out his life like a mob boss.
Yeah.
But there's other mob bosses in fucking Israel. Israel's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's insane.
So they want these fighter jets. It's like the heat of battle, and the U.S. is like, "Well, you're not gonna get them if you let Lansky in." So Lansky has to.
So he was like on the lam leaving America?
Lansky has to live out his life in like a place that he built for himself in Broward County, next to Hollywood, Florida.
Florida.
He lives in a high rise, and they call it Lansky Land because he ran the whole show. And Hollywood, Florida's got a lot to do with 9/11. We don't have to get into that right now.
Broward County's got a lot to do with a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Fucking shootings.
Yeah, shooting and stuff. So they have these meetings over the years or whatever, and Lansky dies. And then meanwhile, Bronfman's like buying up DuPont, a majority stake in fucking DuPont. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Bronfman is a Seagram's
His
heir,
name
too.
literally means liquor man.
Yeah.
Like, so this dude is like, I'm going to carry out the plan. And the plan is land scam.
Yeah.
And Meyer Lansky, I don't know if it's on his deathbed, but for me, it might as well have been. He said he wanted to turn Israel into a new Riviera. I don't have the clip, but Trump said it and sitting next to fucking Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, he said that.
When I read the new Riviera thing, I literally got chills.
Obviously.
And then I was like, and we're done. We did the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, it goes all the way back then.
Let's watch Eddington.
Let's look for Easter eggs now. Let's quit caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Let's eat mushrooms and watch Eddington.
Yeah, that is fucking wild. And like, dude.
Just the Medellin being bullshit.
Oh, that was crazy.
Like the DEA just called, and those guys must have been like, kind of also like, damn,
Fucking
maybe we
ain't
should
right,
have
baby.
fucking
Yeah.
ain't right.
I mean, they tried to.
Yeah.
They try. Like, dude, they cannot do it together. Like, there's too much passion.
They're not up there like that.
They're not, and the Italians are the same fucking way. And now, like, like Meyer Lansky hits Lanskyville. Like, Michael Francese is doing a fucking YouTube channel. It's like they were used, chewed up, and spit out. All that shit's legitimate, and now it's just like, dude, what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do to stop them, and then they're running multiple. They're completely invested in the government, and they're just part of it now.
So that's basic. That's the basic gist of it. Along the way, JFK gets killed. Bill Colby gets killed.
On a boat.
I mean, I got a clip of K. This one shook me. I'll play this one
Bill
for you.
Colby getting put out on a boat and killed is
In
great.
the middle of the night, goes out on a boat with no jacket, no life jacket.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It was cold too. It's like I mean, fuck. That would just suck so much dick to get killed though.
Yeah,
It's like walk in your room, like,
I mean, yeah, he vanishes in rough waters in a late night solo canoe trip in 1996. So this is like this is just when Kay Griggs is talking about this.
this shit's popping off.
Just is fucking going on.
Yeah.
His murder. But I find it rather unusual that I had spoken with William Colby, the head of the CIA, who knew my husband well, who told me on the phone all of this stuff about the Phoenix program and Israel, and all of that stuff was coming out, and that he was going to be doing it.
Okay.
That's nuts.
Pretty crazy, dude. Pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Like if that was kind of like if there was a move to fucking out this, and Danny Castellero is hot on the trail, but they're not done land scam.
Yeah.
Now you can say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter because land scam's coming to the new Riviera is coming.
Yeah,
it's done, and they don't care.
No,
They
I
got
mean,
what they wanted.
all
This
that-
isn't about they psyop the entire fucking country of Israel into believing that God promised them this shit so that they would fight for this fucking thing.
Oh,
and
my
this is
God.
this is a land scam, dude.
I'm fuming on that shit. Fucking